to be further it. You know what I mean?
Come on now, turn it into an ACL injury on my mama.
Shit.
Let's get into the first topic, man. We gonna the first topic. We going up to my dog clock state of the great state of Washington. You know, we still on the West Coast.
The great Northwest.
It's been some flocking.
The Pacific
It's been some
Northwest.
motherfucking flu flamming, some flocking, some home invasion shit going on.
Oh, they been flu flamming in the motherfucker?
So let's go ahead and take it to Seattle and see what they talking about, y'all.
Police said they've arrested the primary suspect in the violent home invasion robbery of rapper Macklemore's home, as well as several other burglaries of high-profile athletes. And it comes after a raid of a South Seattle pawn shop. KOMO senior reporter Chris Daniels broke the story on KOMOnews.com. He joins us live now with more. Chris.
Steve, Seattle police say this was a 2-month-long investigation that led them to a man with a lengthy and violent criminal history. It was this custom Sounders FC championship ring that may have finally closed another ring.
We have made an arrest of the primary suspect and involved in a local high-profile celebrity's home invasion robbery that occurred in June.
Police say a raid of a South Seattle pawn shop on Wednesday uncovered thousands of dollars of stolen items.
Wow.
Rapper Macklemore and likely other Seattle area professional athletes. And they say 29-year-old Patrick Maisonette is the prime suspect.
There were hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of jewelry, watches, rings, things of that nature.
Maisonette was out of custody after police say he cut off his ankle monitor last year. He was given home detention by a judge after he was charged in a violent attack and robbery of a Beacon Hill man, but arrested last week on an escape warrant. Police reported back on June 7th that 2 men entered Macklemore's home and bear sprayed a nanny supervising 3 sleeping children.
God.
She escaped.
No, please.
And by the time police arrived, the suspects and expensive items were missing. It was just a day after prosecutors charged 21-year-old Earl Riley with the burglaries at the homes of former Seahawk Richard Sherman, Mariners Julio Rodriguez, Luis Castillo, and Cy Young Award winner Blake Snell, and the attempted burglary at the home of Mariners Hall of Famer Edgar Martinez, in which multiple men could be seen with a distinctive bag. Now, police say they found many of the stolen items they allege came from their homes and Macklemore's, helping to piece together what has been a violent and complicated case.
What up, kidda?
Maisonette has a criminal history that dates back to 2009 with charges and convictions on kidnapping, burglary, and assault. Prosecutors had written in previous court filings that they said Maisonette had a, quote, disturbing criminal history replete with unapologetically dangerous and violent offenses. That pawn shop owner has also been booked into the King County Jail and accused tonight of investigation of trafficking stolen property. Steve?
So, Chris, what happens next now with this prime suspect?
Well, Maisonette is still behind bars and is only charged on that escape warrant right now. I'm told by Seattle police they are going to be recommending several criminal charges related to
They're about to start goddamn. They're going to get the ET finger. Start pointing at each other, bruh.
So shout out Gang Green, top of the morning, big bro.
What up, cat man? Hey, you're more than welcome to jump on too, buddy.
Come on now, you got the link if you got time, pop up. So this is the second story that we done of this. Speaking of Joe Burrow, earlier this year we did a story about Joe Burrow house getting flocked and other
that's crazy.
and it was a transnational crime syndicate linked back to New York where all the
New York dealer. Yeah, because then you need somewhere to hawk the shit, right? And that's where they're fucking up every time. You gotta 100%. Hawk this shit in the underworld, bro, on the black market. These fools are trying. Like, this is a youngster, 29 years old. He's obviously reckless because he cut his own shit off, running around, you know what I mean, hitting licks, allegedly.
Already on probation for a lick. That's what he cut his ankle monitor off for, was a lick.
Yeah, for a lick, right? So now here he is
getting
more licks.
There's no timeline now for Joe Burrow, so basically it's season over.
Good looking, big bro.
Yeah, for sure. And going back to what I was saying is like I mean, now he bear spraying bitches and shit and doing all kind of crazy shit. And now you had a home invasion because there's people there. And then depending on I mean, what is this? It's some crazy high charge as far as the theft, because all these items are worth I would imagine into the 50s plus thousands, right?
100%.
Yeah, so like bro's he's gonna get hit with some shit, but he's a kid and they always do dumb shit. Why go to the same pawn shop and have everything there at this one pawn? You know what I mean? Like that shit crazy.
Well,
They always do it wrong. They do the most brave. Just like Ice-T said, and for those that don't know, you think Ice-T, before he was on Law and Order, he was breaking the law and order. And he always said it wasn't about how much you plan the heist. You have to just as much plan the getaway. And like, they're getting away, but part of getting away is getting the money and getting the product off, or the items off in this case. And they're selling it at a local pawn shop too. Like not even.
But if you look at it, they gotta have a lot of motive and know a lot about those homes too before they hit them.
Of course, I mean,
seriously.
I mean, the motive is that they're celebrities.
House. You got to know in your head, oh man, this guy's got this guy's got that.
Yeah,
I got to get his home system.
Bro, you can go on Zillow.
Come on,
you can go on Zillow and look up. Not even Zillow. Like you can look up different websites. They'll show you celebrities' houses, addresses.
Yeah, I know that.
Shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's some cold shit, bro.
It's like some underworld Zillow shit, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Wow.
And it's gonna run up in your and even that'll get you mocked too. You know what I mean? Like, because now they can go and look at whatever devices he had and look at his searches and shit. You know what I mean? Because they were targeting celebrities' properties.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
You know
It's like that ring. What was that? A couple of years ago in Hollywood, right? Where they were doing all the celebrities, wasn't it? Like 4 or 5 years ago during.
It was a little longer ago. But yeah, they were hitting. Actually, they've always done this. The term flocking comes from LA.
Yeah.
They're gonna run up in celebrities' houses and take their shit. This is what they do.
It's the
top of it, Big Bo.
What'd he do?
Gang.
How did you do on waivers?
Your shit on mute.
You're
mute.
My bad.
You're mute.
My bad.
No, it's all good. There he is. What up, Kevin?
What's up, guys?
Much
Waivers? No, I didn't even participate.
It's funny. He's up because he works graveyard, right? So it's not even like he's asleep. He always just looks at his lineups. If he doesn't feel it's necessary to go and grab something, he won't.
Nah.
And
yeah, I kind of respect that. Me, I'm grabbing everything. I gotta stay active.
Or see who makes it through. That way, you don't even got to put a claim in.
The week before, I put a claim in for Quentin Johnston, and I won that. So that was a good addition. My squad needed that.
Especially in the TFL, in the Tyrannosaurus Flex League, where you have 3 flexes, and that second and third flex is key.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
You know what I mean? Like that. That's why I like trades a lot. In this league, there's always at least a dozen trades in this league. I already made 2, and we're only in week 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So
The couple handful the handful of leagues that I'm in, I'm like, there's a couple 2-3 trades, 4 trades, 5 trades maybe in the last 2-3 days.
I
don't know how to match. I don't know how to match up needs to other teams. Needs. Right
it just takes shopping.
But
you
I
just gotta
haven't
look.
thrown out offers.
I think also because it's also been part of my repertoire for years, where like I'll just look at somebody's team and be like, oh, I have this, he could use this, and he has this, I need that. Let's go try that. You know what I mean? Shoot the offer. And then, you know what I mean? I'll just move on, go to the next team. Okay, well, and I might get someone to bite out of like the other 11. And then, over the years, I've come to realize like, all right, I'm going to take this dude from this league, this dude from that league. And all of a sudden, now we got 12 motherfuckers that I've always traded with in all the leagues there. And I know they active. And these have been the funnest leagues I've been in ever. You know what I mean? This past.
That is true. If you want to get some action, I always
you got to go recruit the active motherfuckers.
I want to come like up front. If I'm making the offer, I don't want it to be ridiculous. I want it to be, built to negotiate.
Yeah, a real serious offer
with room. But I'm typically not trying to undersell myself either. So it's
100%.
It's difficult to kind of like come up with a fair deal. I don't mind the ones that come my way, and I just kind of ignore them.
Yeah, you go, oh, this is Christmas.
Especially in redraft, though. Redraft, you know what I mean? You definitely got to iron some shit out. It's a lot of negotiation because in Dynasty, you get to do the cheat code with dress them picks ups and shit like that. You know what I mean? And redraft, motherfucker, this your one shot, 100%. It ain't no next year. You know what I mean? It is a next year, but it's a whole different team and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm more brazen in redraft for sure.
Yeah.
Especially a 12 team.
Of course.
12 team, I'm brazen as a motherfucker.
Salute.
We get brazy.
Salute, Derek.
What up, Derek?
Top of the morning, y'all.
So good. Yeah, I'm not too sure where I want to move pieces. There's a lot of teams that I'm with right now. I'm not too concerned with like the way that I built the teams that I have right now. Everybody could use, I guess, improvement. I just don't know how to get a trade.
I will say,
get started.
I'm not panicking in any of these leagues, but I am been doing this long enough where I know when I lose for like 2 points to JD in week 2 and go to 1-1 instead of 2-0 in the West Side League, I'm like, oh, this one could hurt me later down the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was definitely I dropped Gian Campbell, picked up Cedric Gray. And his 3 points difference would have got me the W if I would have just stayed with Campbell. And that one's gonna haunt me all fucking year.
I did the same thing in AOB by starting motherfucking Keon Coleman over on Doomsday. Doomsday went crazy, and I was by 5 fucking points, bro. Oh my mama,
He went nuts.
whole world. Shit hurts.